Dude, where are you? You're running late.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Well, come on, man. Get your butt back here. We got work to do.
On my way. Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
No, negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Not to mention this is a street. Calm down.
Sorry, Goose, but it's time to buzz the tower.
Who's Goose? Come on, man. We've got work to do. Get back here.
God damn it, Yam!
Yee-hoo! Great balls of fire!
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new season of the Expert Bike Giveaway, and we are starting it off with a bang. We have a 200 horsepower squid missile du jour in the form of this Zh2. Look at this thing, it's ridiculous. We had to get pilot costumes just to do it justice, because we like doing silly little skits. And as you guys know, this was our former Expert Bike Giveaway over here, the Ducati Panigale V2, that the winner has been selected for it, so it's Spite. Get her on out of here, man. It's time to let her go.
Get it on the truck. Let's go.
Bye-bye. And now, guys, let's talk about this thing.
Alrighty, Yam. So everybody knows that this is a big, bad muscle bike, but how do they get entered to win this thing?
Alrighty, guys, if you want to get entered to win this bike, you don't want to watch the video, head over to yammienoob.co. You can register for free and then select a subscription pack. We have a new system there. We got 3 cards. Enter for the high horsepower giveaway. You're getting entered for the intermediate and expert bike giveaways. That way it gets you entries to win this machine. If you only want to enter to win this one, be sure to select only the expert bike giveaway. Select a tier. You get access to Discord, our cool community, all kinds of perks and benefits, and you'll get entered to win. If you don't want to do it that way, get a hat, get a t-shirt on the merch store, and you can get entered to win this bike. I am giving it away, even though I really don't want to. I really like this bike, but it will be given away. So Spite, let's talk about this thing, man. Look at it.
I am dying to get into it because this thing is both brutally ugly and awesome at the same time.
Yes.
It's very Kawasaki, it's very green, very bombastic, but it is really just, you can tell it's meant to do one thing, and that is go stupid fast.
Yes, absolutely. And this motorcycle is unique that it is one of the only production motorcycles to feature a stock forced induction system. So Kawasaki said, you know what, 1000 cc's just isn't enough. Let's slap a supercharger on our motorcycle. So that makes this motorcycle capable of producing 200 horsepower from the factory, and I think like 92 foot-pounds of torque if memory serves me correctly.
That is a ton of power.
Absolutely. And the coolest part about it is it makes that power pretty low down and in the middle of the rev range because of that forced induction. So this thing literally stands it up in 3rd and 4th gear on power alone. It is so fun to ride. I've got my first ride and impression coming on it later this week, and it's just such a fantastic motorcycle. Spite, what are you looking at this thing? What are you seeing?
So my favorite thing about this motorcycle, my favorite thing bar none, is the front end being asymmetrical because of the massive ram air here.
Yes.
For the supercharger. Because this side, you're seeing it now, it looks totally clean, looks like a normal naked bike, looks kind of like a big jet ski sort of thing, and then you come over here and you have this big angular duct with the green wire in there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, something special here.
Yeah.
This thing's not right.
And if that wasn't enough, as it goes down the road, as Whitney, our camera person, says, it sounds like radioactive crickets and all the whooshing and crazy fluttering sounds that it makes. You know this thing is special when it goes down the road. The supercharger sound is so pronounced, even stock, you roll off the throttle and you just hear it flutter everywhere. It is such an amazing experience on 2 wheels. And it's awesome because while it has that kind of Busa muscly character, it handles really well for its size, and this thing is pretty chunky, I gotta say.
It honestly looks like a Busa just without the big scoop up top. It's very Busa sized up here, and then it's Z650 sized back here.
Absolutely.
So it's like Kawasaki took them and smashed them together and then added a supercharger because you gotta solve that low end inline 4 torque problem somehow.
Clearly,
right?
you need something to really spice it up a little bit. And I will tell you guys right now, This is bar none one of the fastest motorcycles I've ever ridden from any factory, barring any kind of race bikes or stuff that I've ridden in the past. Dollar for dollar, this from the factory floor. This is ridiculous what they've made. I think the only thing that comes close that I've ridden is maybe a Super Duke in this kind of sport naked category, but honestly, this thing will leave a Super Duke for dead.
I can only imagine just like how much sheer grunt, and then it has just the top end of an inline four. So you got down low torque, just crazy stupid horsepower, and you actually have a chassis and suspension that can carry it through a corner.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fully adjustable Showa suspension up front. Looks basically like what the R1 had, to be honest.
It's some serious kit on this. And on top of that, because this is a top of the line flagship bike, you've got a big TFT on here, all kinds of rider aids, quick shifter up and down, electronics out the wazoo. It is such a refined motorcycle in a way that I didn't really expect it to be. And we are just thrilled to have this in the shop for as long as we're gonna have it. But someone is gonna win it, so make sure that you're signed up for that. You're not gonna wanna miss this. And now, what do you say we cut to a bunch of awesome B-roll of this just ripping down and doing cool stuff?
Let's do it.
So as you guys can see, this thing is literally out of control. I love it. Yeah, it's amazing.
It is, and for being completely bone stock, that is incredible. But that begs the question, what are we gonna do to this thing?
So, we have already spoken to Brock's Performance because of course you gotta talk to Brock's when you got a supercharged bike in the shop. So we're gonna get a full Brock's exhaust system, Sprint air filter, and a Dynojet PCV to make this thing make a little more power because we think it could go a little faster, and that's really important to be putting down at least 200 at the rear wheel.
But why no ECU flash? That's the way you gotta do it, ECU flash, right?
So I would love to do an ECU flash on the ZH2, but it turns out that they have not cracked this ECU yet. So while everyone's out there tuning H2s to the moon and beyond with 260 wheel horsepower and stuff, no one's cracked this system just yet. So maybe in the time that we own it, someone's gonna do it, but I'm not really that confident. I haven't seen any flashes for it yet.
That is kind of a shame, especially since, you know, it's an H2, you'd assume they have similar architecture, but apparently Kawasaki's like, please don't touch it. please just ride it.
Yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of how ECUs work, but apparently this is different enough from the H2s and the H2SXs that they have not cracked this just yet. And to your point, yeah, they're like, come on, look at it. Don't give it 260 at the wheel. It doesn't need that. You're not Ghost Rider. Come on, don't be ridiculous.
But at least we're gonna get that full Brock setup. That is gonna be it's perfect. It's literally perfect.
You gotta get the Brock system for this thing. I'm super jazzed about it. And you gotta love a quick shifter up and down with the full exhaust.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so good, so good. What else? You got any mods planned for it?
Whew, boy, I honestly gotta ride it first. I still haven't put any miles down.
He's still an H2 virgin. He's not felt boost yet. It's so good.
I really gotta ride it before I get a chance to think about mods. I'm so excited to get some seat time in it because this will be my first time on something this insane.
Yeah.
Like we rode the Super Duke and that was an animal.
Yep.
But this is gonna be a whole different breed.
I mean, this literally feels like R1 power or beyond in a naked bike. It's ridiculous. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you're watching this video towards the end, this is seriously one of my favorite bikes that I've ever ridden. I'm not saying that just for the video. Spike can attest. I cannot shut up about this thing. I love the ZH2 in a way that I didn't think I would. So be sure to stick around for my first ride and review. You're definitely gonna wanna stick around to see Spike's first ride. We're gonna get him on camera. Absolute virgin ZH2 experience, purebred. And we're giving this thing away. Don't forget, this is not my personal bike. Someone in the audience watching right now could be entering to win this specific ZH2, a 200 horsepower squid missile showing up at your door. And if you want, you can join our community, talk to us on Discord about stuff you want to do to the ZH2. We'll post a lot of behind the scenes stuff as we do stuff to this motorcycle. A lot of the guys watching this video have already known about the ZH2 for quite some time, so it's a great way to get involved with Yammie Noob on the back end. So without further ado, how about some more B-roll of the ZH2 and some more flutters and cool exhaust sounds? Because yeah, why not? Here's some bike porn. Ah, bummer for you, my little squid. This video is actually over. But lucky for you, there's plenty of other Yammie videos you can check out right over here. What's gonna happen in them? I don't know. I haven't seen them, but you can watch them right now.